Alright, so let's play session on DC Universe Online. You just tell me what if you're playing good or bad, and I'll pick the character I want to play. I've got two for each. Oh, my characters are all over the place on levels. I mean, almost all of them are level 30, so. Hero? So you're picking hero? Okay, okay. I'm picking a hero. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Now, if you're a hero like me. The what? The Apple Place? No, I don't believe I did. Something about an apple, that's all I heard. Yeah. Oh, Apple Pay. Yeah. Yeah, I checked it out. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty easy. All right. Oh, what's your hero name? Both of yous. I like it. I like it. Miami. Is it spelled exactly the way I think it should be spelled? Oh, there's an actual space. Okay. I can't believe that you got that name with no numbers or anything. That's nobody's thought of that name. What about what's your name, Robert? You know, for a guy who didn't like that gamer tag, you sure did put it in a lot of things. That's what I did with my name, Snake. It's Snake 373 is on every platform right now. Everything. Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, everything. Oh, but I kind of did that with mine too. Like the 373 thing is like universal for me. It's on everything. Well, I'm gonna meet up with you both. I see you both here. Hey, we do it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay. I am above somebody. There you go. No, that's not you. Wait, who is that? No, you're above me. What the hell? Are you above me? Man, I'm trying to figure out where you're at. You're on top of a building. There's only one building I see, and I see someone flying up there. Is that you? No, that's not you. What the hell? Okay, now I'm really high. There you are, okay. What the fuck are you? How did you do that? How did you, how did you do that? Did you hack the game? Like, what? Oh. What was that? You were a toy. It was a glitch? Was it a glitch you had to use hardware that modded your console with? So you modded your console to glitch into a toy? Try what? I don't even know what to try. I'm pressing X. Like a very cheap knockoff of him, yeah. Like, you know when you go to the flea market, you buy those Superman toys, like Batman toys and stuff from the flea market? That's kind of what it looks like. It looks like a flea market Batman. I guess I should call you Dark Guy. Instead of the Dark Knight, the Dark Guy. El Medianoche. Are you Batman? No, yo soy El Medianoche. Wait, what? Round Robin? What the hell is Round Robin? Group loot? Meet? Oh, no, never mind. That's something different. I'm ready. I'm ready to rock. Yeah. Basically, any mission that y'all have done, I can do, so. This is really gonna. Oh. Chris is a pterodactyl and you're a frickin' toy. This game just got weirder than it was already. What do dinosaurs, toys, and a guy flying with a backpack have in common? They're all part of the team! Okay, I see Chris, I just don't see where you are. Yeah, you can't miss a freaking pterodactyl in the sky. I definitely see Chris. I just don't see where you are, Robert. Welcome to Metropolis. Wait, you talking to me or Chris? Oh, what? Yeah, what's up? You just shit out a bomb. I'm sorry, keep going.
This is Lucius Fox. Wayne Tech's newest line of chronometers guarantees accurate timekeeping, even in the deepest pressures of space. Wayne Tech. Solutions through technology.
Yeah, Lucius Fox in this game does not sound like Morgan Freeman at all. So either Morgan Freeman is wrong, or this game is wrong, but one person is wrong here, and I don't believe Morgan Freeman's a liar. Yeah. Man got shot 3 times, drove himself to the hospital, saying, I need to get help because I got shot 3 times. That's actually normal here in Texas. Talking to the one state that has the death penalty, I'm pretty serious. Texas, the only place where you can get a driver's license, a Jack, or actually, yeah, Jack Daniels, and a handgun. All when you're 16. Dude, I was stabbed. I was stabbed, and it's not like, yeah, but no. What I'm saying is, I got stabbed pretty deep. Like I got permanent muscle damage and shit. But no, what I was saying was, I know how it is when someone's got adrenaline going. If you get shot 3 times, it is possible to do all that shit because the adrenaline in your body will kind of mask the pain. Yeah, because when I got stabbed, at first I didn't think I got stabbed. I didn't even know I got stabbed. When the guy came at me with the knife, no, I'm serious. Like I didn't know. Like I had denim jeans on, and he stabbed me through the denim jeans, and it felt like he shot me at close range with a paintball gun. And then I started feeling shit drip down my leg, and I thought it was just sweat for some reason. I don't know why I thought it was sweat. And it was on my right leg. So I was driving home, and well, actually I was dropping off my homeboy that went to back me up in that fight, and and then on the way back from his house, going back home, my leg really started fucking hurting, like really bad. Like it was getting like paralyzed, like I couldn't move it, and like it was just in excruciating pain. So I ran upstairs to the bathroom to see like what the hell's going on my leg. Like that must have been a nasty paintball shot or something. Like 'cause it just felt like he hit me really hard, and then I pull my pants down and look at my legs, and I see that this huge chunk of meat like hanging out off of 2 different places on my leg, and I see my bone and my muscle and all that. I'm just like, oh fuck, I think I got stabbed. I didn't even know, dude. I'm like, yeah, I got stabbed. I was like, ah, shit, I think I got stabbed. And I couldn't even drive after that. Like, once I got home, my leg was just done for. My entire leg was just shot. It was an excruciating pain. So my sister had to drive me to the. It was a hunting knife. It was one of those 12-inch, not 12-inch, like I think like 6 or 9 inch knives. Those big hunting knives that don't fold. Yeah, I got stabbed by one of those, and I knew where the guy worked. So, long story short, I was dating a girl that had a pretty good-looking cousin, and after I broke up with that girl, I started hanging around with her cousin. Well, her cousin had a boyfriend, so somebody decided to talk shit to me about that with her boyfriend, and I was like, bro, I'm not doing anything with your girl, man. Like, cause me and her were friends while I was dating my girl. So me and her were friends. We had an established friendship. And after me and my girl broke up at the time, I started just hanging around with her and avoiding my ex altogether. And he was like, and he got my number, and he called me up, and I was there just chilling in the house playing, and he was talking so much shit. He's like, bro, man, what the fuck you doing talking to my girl, dog? I'll fuck you up. I was like, bro, chill, dog. I wasn't talking to anyone. Who the fuck are you? Oh, bro, you're talking to my girl, man. I don't like that. I'm like, who's your girl? He's like, oh, it's Emily, man. You know how that girl is. I was like, I ain't talking to her, bro. I don't know where you got that shit from. He's like, bro, pick a place. I'll meet you. And I am a healer. I am a healer. That is right. Little earth powers. Yeah. No, his girl was my girl's cousin, and my girl and her cousin. Yeah, at the time I was dating a girl. I was dating a girl, and she had a cousin, and her and her cousin used to hang out all the time in her house. So whenever I went over, her cousin would already be there. We would hang out. And so I broke up with my girl, but I was still friends with her cousin. So I just hang out. I just started hanging out with her cousin and avoiding my ex altogether. And so when I hung out, yeah, her cousin, my ex's cousin, who I hang out with, had a boyfriend, but her and her boyfriend did their own thing together. And then when her boyfriend was around, yeah, yeah, I've been through some crazy shit. No, but we weren't dating. We weren't dating. So somebody, I think it was my ex, because my ex probably thought I was trying to get back at her. So, like, no, her cousin, hell no, no. Her cousin was fun to be around. No, no, no. Her cousin was fun to be around. She was funny, and she was crazy and spontaneous, and she used to smoke a lot of weed. So I was like, it was good. Yeah, it was a smoking friend. So anyways, her boyfriend got my number, started talking shit to me, and I was like, man, whatever. And he was pressing my buttons, so I was like, okay, man, you just tell me where I'm gonna meet you. And he gave me, I guess, his friend's address or something. And I heard his friends in the background talking shit too. So I was like, man, I'm not gonna go to this guy's place alone on his own turf and fight him. I'm not gonna do that. So I called up one of my homeboys from a car club that was he was a black belt in karate. He used to do karate for like 7 or 9 years, or I don't know how long. And I was like, bro, man, listen, I gotta meet this guy up. It's my ex's cousin's boyfriend. He wants to fight me, but I don't think it's gonna go good. He's like, all right, don't worry about it, man. I'll have you back. If anybody tries to step in, I'll take care of it. So, I drove to the address. And he was there with two of his friends in the driveway playing basketball. And I get out the car and I go, I forgot what his name was, but I called him by his name. Oh no, it was Kyle. There you go. His name is Kyle. Are you Will? I was like, yeah. And he goes, all right, well, let's do this. I was like, okay, fine. Tell your boys to step back. And he was like, no, 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 my boys are gonna stay right where they are. And that's when my homeboy came out of the car as soon as he heard that, and he goes, boy, you know what, your boys are gonna stay right there then. And he points at them. And so what happened was I decided to come at him first. I swung. He leaned back. He took a punch at me. I got knocked to the ground, and he was gonna jump on me and like pin me down, but I quickly like rolled to the side and got up, and then I took a punch at his stomach, and then I tried to kick him in the balls, but he stopped my leg, and then he tried to pull my leg towards him. So when he pulled my leg towards him, I had my fist already back, and I just leaned with everything I had, and I hit him in the face, and he got knocked to the ground. And then I tried to do the same shit to him. I got on top of him, and as soon as I got on top of him and pinned him down, his boys started running in with weapons. I think one of them had a rake, and the other one had a fucking pipe or something. And my homeboy steps in front of him and goes, "Don't even think about it." And they just froze in place. And he just like, because he was pretty built, dude. My homeboy was pretty built, so he just stood in front of him and goes, "Don't even think about it." I remember hearing him say that. And then I was punching the dude. The dude had his hands to his face. I was punching the dude. I was getting all my anger out for some reason. And as I was punching him, he went to his pocket, I think, and he pulled out this huge knife. I didn't see the knife, but he pulled out a huge knife, and he stabbed my leg. He stabbed my leg, and it felt like he shot me like with a paintball gun. And then I got worried there, so I kind of like pulled away my leg. And as soon as he did that, he got his arm free and pushed me away. And then they just ran back into the house. And so we were like, man, we're done here. So I got back in my car. I'm like, appreciate you standing in there for me. He goes, oh, no problem, man. Yeah, you all right, man? It looked like he did some damage to you. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. He's like, are you sure you're all right? I was like, yeah, I'm fine, man. Look, I'm driving you home. He goes, damn, bro, okay. And yeah, after I dropped him off, that was when the pain started, because my adrenaline started wearing off, and the pain was so bad, I couldn't drive I drove all the way home, but I couldn't drive to the hospital. And so the knife had an entry wound and an exit wound. So the knife went through my leg and came out the other end. They put me on so much. Oh, they put me. No, okay. Honestly, I had smoked weed before the fight, which didn't work in my. You know, I tried. I was. No, because I had so much adrenaline running through me at the time when I was fighting that the adrenaline kind of like masked the pain. So when you have like, I didn't know this was true, but when you have a lot of adrenaline through your body, it kind of makes you take more pain. Like I don't know how it works. So apparently I got stabbed and it just felt like a paintball gun shot me. And after that, I started calming down as I was driving home. And when I started calming down, the adrenaline wore off. And then that's when the pain really got to me, and it paralyzed my leg. Like I couldn't bend it, I couldn't stretch the muscles, I couldn't do anything. So apparently in Texas, when you get stabbed, you have to report it to the police. So since I was the one that started the fight, well, I didn't start it, but I came up to his place and did it. I didn't want to reveal too much, so I just revealed who it was that stabbed me, and I found out where he worked. Apparently he didn't work far from my house. So I found out where he worked, and I went by his job. I didn't go in, but I went by the job. I looked through the window. I was trying to see where he was, and I found him. He was working. And I was with my mom, and I'm like, hey, Mom, that's the guy that stabbed me. And she goes, oh, we had to call the cops. So we called the cops, and there was a Walmart next to his job. So we went to the Walmart, and the cops were like, don't go too far. We might need you to confirm the suspect. I was like, okay, cool. So we were at Walmart. Like 10 minutes later, we got called by the cops, and the cops were like, yeah, we're here at the firehouse subs. We believe we have the suspect. We need you to confirm the suspect. So I was like, okay. So we drove to the firehouse, and he's in the firehouse, and the cops have him like standing there. And then one of the cops came out of the firehouse subs where he was working at, and they pull out this huge knife, and they're like, sir, is this the knife that you got stabbed with? And it still had my blood on it. It still had my blood on it, like all dried up. And I was like, yeah, that's the knife. And he goes, okay. And so they pull the guy out. They put him in handcuffs while he's working on the job. They put him in handcuffs. They put him out. And he goes, so I need you to identify the suspect, make sure this is the guy. I looked at him. He looked at me with this mean, like, I'm gonna murder you face. I looked at him and I go, yeah, that's the guy. And I just turned away. I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here. It's for real. Like, yeah, he worked at Firehouse Subs. Because this was back when I was like, this was back when I was 16 or 17. He was about 17. Yeah. The last thing I wanted to do was look directly in the eyes of the guy that stabbed me. And they were like, "Sir, I need you to look at him and make sure that's the guy." So they had me about 15 feet away from him. Yeah, because he tried to call the cops on me, but he didn't know enough about me. He just had a phone number. But by the time that's what I found out, because they had a report from him on me. But the problem was that he didn't show any real damage. Because apparently when I was hitting him, he was blocking all my shots with his arm, so I didn't really get him in the face or anything. And this was winter time, so apparently he had long sleeves. He didn't show any bruises or anything when they checked him. So his report on me became false. His report was false. And then my report, I obviously had reports of being in the hospital. They took pictures. The doctor took his damn pinky, put it through the entry wound, and took it out the exit wound to see how deep the knife penetrated me. But I was on so much morphine, I didn't care. I was laughing my ass off. So they had reports on me, but I had more reports on him and evidence. And he had the fucking knife he stabbed me with at his job. At his job. It was one of those 6-inch hunting knives, dude. It had I looked at it. It had like dark brownish reddish like stains on it. So I was like, that has to be my blood. I don't imagine him cutting some deer meat after stabbing me with that knife. So that's why I'm saying it had my blood on it, because it looked like blood on the knife, and he stabbed me with it. So yeah. Oh man, like it was hilarious. So I'm expecting him to get out of prison finding me and trying to kill me. But the moral of the story is, in Miami, when you fight somebody, you know firsthand, oh, they're gonna bring weapons, I'm bringing weapons. Or, oh, they're gonna do fist fight, I'm gonna do a fist fight. There ain't no surprises. But in Texas, you try to fist fight somebody, they'll pull out a knife or a gun at you and kill you. They don't give a damn about equality here. If they have a weapon, they're gonna use it. So that's that was my mistake, thinking he was gonna fight fair to fair. But when he started losing, he pulled out a knife, stabbed me, and I guess he ran back. Luckily he didn't try to continually stab me. I don't know why he didn't do that, but I guess he got scared, because when he stabbed me, I didn't really flinch. I kind of just moved my leg back, like trying to get it away from his hand, and I didn't flinch, and I just stood right back up, like all like ready to go, because I was so pumped. And I guess I freaked him out, and his friends were like, "Oh no, we ain't gonna," because my homeboy was right in front of him. I want to kind of like expect the unexpected. I don't know, like pepper spray him or use some brass knuckles or something. I don't know. But you know, he was one of those stupid ass, like he had like piercings and those big huge holes in his. He had one of those. Okay, so I was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He should be out. He should be out already. I don't think he did more. He had a criminal background, so he probably got 5 to 10 years. But either way, he should be out right now. If I really wanted to be a dumbass, 16, 2 to 5 years, depending on the wound. And since the wound wasn't a mortal wound, so it wasn't attempted murder, but it was assault, I guess, is what they would call it. Assault with a deadly weapon. Yeah, he stabbed me, but the stab wasn't a leg. It's kind of like when someone shoots you. If they shoot you in the gut or anywhere in the chest area, it's considered attempted murder. If they shoot you in the leg, it depending on the situation, could be considered self-defense, but it's not considered attempted murder. It's a assault with a deadly weapon. So since he stabbed me in the leg, it was assault with a deadly weapon. That's 2 to 5 years, for what if I believe in Texas. But since he had a criminal background, that could be 5 to 10 years.
That's crazy.
So yeah, he was skinny as hell too. He was as skinny as I was. So that's why I was ready to fight him because it wasn't like it wasn't like a big old dude like a big. If it was a big muscular dude, I would have just like tried to talk it out. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna be there. Hey bro, listen. I just came here to talk it out, bro. Look, you look like a nice guy. You got some big muscles out. Listen, I don't want to fight you. I just want to talk with you. That's what I would have done. But since he was skinny, I was like, bro, you want to fight me? Let's go. He was the same like weight as me, but he had tattoos, and he was one of those like skinhead looking dudes. Like he had hair, but I wouldn't say it was a fade. But so ever since then, I've never tried to get into fights with anybody in Texas just because you don't know what they're packing. Even if you're packing a gun, this guy could be packing a gun too, but have plenty of years in the shooting range, you know. And so all those fights in Miami, all those fights in Miami that I got my ass kicked, it actually served me pretty well here in Texas. So, but it just didn't serve well enough because I got stabbed. So, I didn't really think I was ever gonna get stabbed in my life, But it happened. I'm just glad I took it like a man. I thought if I was gonna get stabbed, I was gonna be panicking, like seeing my blood all over the place. But man, when you have adrenaline going through you, you don't feel it. I am gonna say this though: if you don't have adrenaline going through you and you get stabbed, it hurts like a motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts bad. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not the kind of guy that says, oh well, if I got stabbed, I can get shot. I'm not gonna say that. I'm pretty sure if I get shot, especially depending where it is, I'm still gonna be crying and screaming. But 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 yeah, that's. I hope that never gets in the way. I hope like if I get caught in a shootout, I'm the first guy running. I'm not gonna stand around and I play video games. I'll survive gunshots. I do it in real life. I'm running, especially if I don't have a weapon. If I have so much as if I'm drinking a Coca-Cola, I'll throw the Coke at him and I'll run.
Weren't you there when you did
Wait, hold up. We're talking about some random dude shooting. Uh, that just reminded me. That reminded me. Remember that time when we were like it was Halloween at the townhouses, and we were walking around with eggs, and we were gonna egg people, and we came up to somebody with a fanny pack, and this guy goes to us and goes, "Man, you should put." Oh no, I don't think it was I think it was a BB gun or something. I don't know. It was either eggs or a BB gun, and this guy saw us, and we were talking with him, me and Robert, and he goes, "Man, I wouldn't be walking around with that. People have some serious shit around here." And we're like, what? He goes, yeah. And he starts shaking his fanny pack, like saying he has a gun in there. And me and Robert were like, what the fuck?
I remember that.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They egged me. Yeah, I was out. I was walking towards them, and then Robert was there, like running. Yeah, he was running back. He was running back, and all I hear is Robert going, "Billy, run!" Oh yeah, it wasn't just one egg. It was like 3 or 4 of them that got thrown at me. And then the following Halloween after that, what did we do, Robert? We got on my roof of my house and we had paintball guns and we were just ready to shoot people. We were shooting people with paintball guns the next Halloween after that. We were wearing all black and stuff too. Yeah, we were just laying down. We're like, bro, just stand still, bro. Just stay still. Don't get up. Don't get up. All right, are we gonna do a mission here? We can share stories all day here. Air Jordan. All right, we gonna do a mission here? Yeah, we could probably stay on this roof all day talking about stories, but we can just do that over the phone. We're in DC Universe. Let's do something DC Universe like. All right, share one of your quests, because I can pretty much do any quest that you guys have. Since I'm not to brag, but level 26. Oh, I'm the leader. All right, all right, all right. I thought you were the leader. My bad. Maybe I can promote you. Let me see. There you go. All right, Robert, you're the group leader. Seeing how as you need the level up, the experience. I'm not gonna call you Dark Knight. I'm gonna call you Dark Guy. You're not Batman. You're. Okay, hold on. Let me do it. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Never saw. 360. Wait. Let's see how high. No, hold on. I'm gonna do it from off this building. Oh. It's a top. Ah. Only in DC universe can that happen. All right, man. Let's get a quest going. Let's get a quest going here. I'm not new to this game. It's just like I've already got 4 characters created. This is this is my 3rd character I created. These other 2 here, they created new characters as well. So this is my 4th time going through this, and their 3rd time going through it. I don't really like this class that I've got, this healer by myself, but in groups it makes me feel more useful. Oh, let's see, what other crazy story do I have? Damn, hey Robbie, you remember that whole thing? What was the kid's name? The kid, what was that kid's name? The one that we jumped back in Miami. The one, it was me, you, and Gio, and like Ronald. No, well, I didn't jump him. It was funny because I remember we were setting him up. Everybody got together, and we were like, okay, man, this is how we're gonna do it, man. We're gonna pretend that we're gonna play football. We're gonna invite him, and when we get in there, when we get to Ronald's house, we do it there. And I was like, okay. But I didn't really want to jump him. I had no beef with him. I had no beef with that guy, so I felt like kind of bad for him because I knew what was gonna happen to him. So I had to like play along. And this is pretty hilarious now that I think about it. Yeah, I know, I didn't punch him. No, this is what happened. We called him. He got there, I think on his bike or something, and we were all walking to Ronald's house. And it was you, Angel. It was you, Angel, Gio, and Ronald and me. No, right? Yeah, Ronald didn't do shit, but he was. Yeah, but we walked to his house, and but anyways, so yeah, as we were walking, this is pretty funny. Like, this is a 14-year-old kid with a full pack of cigarettes. I had a full pack of cigarettes, and as we were walking, talking to him, I was like, "Bro, you want one?" He goes, "Yeah, man, cool." I'm like, "Yeah, you deserve it, bro." He goes, "Well, then." I was trying to hint at him that he was gonna get his ass beat, so I was like, "This is your last meal, man." And he goes, what are you talking about, man? And he was just laughing it off like I was joking around. So I gave him an extra cigarette. I'm like, here, man, take it. You're gonna need it. That's what I said. I said, here, bro, you deserve it. And he goes, what do you mean? I'm going, hey, this is your last meal, man. Here you go. And I go in my pocket and I give him one more, and I go, here, man, you're gonna need that. He goes, oh, thanks, man. He was just kind of laughing like I was joking around. I guess he thought because I was talking about football, but I really was talking about his ass getting beat. So we got to Ronald's house, and I think it was you or Angel that said, hey, Ronald, go inside and get that football, bro. Yeah, wait, hold on. Where did Robert go? Yeah, you plan. Yeah, you got everybody. Yeah, everybody was calm and cool, and you had to go and piss off everybody so that they can get all angry and pissed off at this guy. So what was it? Ronald went inside to get the football. We were just like pretending to talk and shit. And then Ronald comes back out, and I think it was him that goes, "Hey man, where's that football?" And then you were right behind him. He's on the bike. You were right behind him. You got your hand out, and you started counting with your hand. When you had the third finger out, you were like 1, 2, 3. Then you pushed him. As you pushed him, I think Angel swung at him, and he got knocked off the fucking bike. And then, he got knocked off the bike. And then he was like, oh, what happened now? What's going on? And then he was crying. And then Angel like spit on him. He goes, only pussies cry. Oh, that was Gio. Okay, it was Gio that punched him. Y'all like pinballed him. He went forward and back and forward again. But the crazy part, yeah, y'all started fucking him up when he fell off the bike. Yeah, bro, we were just stupid kids getting involved in just like some drama shit because, that was the thing that sounded exciting. And the funny part was that it didn't end there. It didn't, yeah, it was Gio's fault. Gio, I had beef with him because he used to steal his DVDs and stuff. And so he brought us into it and we're like, well, okay, you're a homeboy, we'll back you up. I didn't punch him at all. I didn't do shit. We beat a kid's, well, I didn't beat a kid's ass, but y'all beat a kid's ass because he lent him a movie and didn't return it. You know how successful Blockbuster would be right now to this day if that was their policy? Like, if you don't return those movies, they go to your house and beat the shit out of you. No, neither would I, bro, but especially what happened after. That was during the day, and later that night, we all split up and did our own thing, and then he came back and he had all these dudes, all these real bad, like, badass dudes that we used to hear about, like, used to get into fights and beat the shit out of people. I forgot what his name was though. I think it was called Machine or something. So the big, huge, tall, black guy. Then they used to call him Machine. He had that dude, and they were looking around for people. It was me and you. We were walking, and I think we were walking on the sidewalk, and we saw him, and we're like, oh shit, is that him?
No,
See, I didn't have fun fighting people, because back in the day when I fought, I got my ass kicked. Yeah, we were hiding from him, bro, because these guys you don't fuck with these guys. Yeah, there were like 7 of them that wanted to jump us, and I don't know who it was that told them where Gio was. Yeah, but you know what was funny was that I think they approached me and Robert. I think that's just correct me if I'm wrong, Robert. But they like approached me and Robert. I don't know how, but they came up to us and they started talking to us. And then I remember him specifically saying, "Oh no, no, don't worry about that guy. That guy didn't do anything." And he pointed at me. And when he pointed at me, I was like, "Bro, thank God I gave him those cigarettes, man." Well, no, they came up to me then. I think it was because I didn't think I did anything wrong. But yeah, I remember I was gonna get my ass kicked. No, 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 I didn't know this shit was gonna happen. I was like, bro, I don't have beef with this guy. He didn't do shit to me. I don't even know his last name. So I was just like, here, man, here's a cigarette. And then they approached me. I guess they found me. I guess because I either wasn't with you or they split up or something. They found me and they were talking to me because he pointed me out and he's like, yeah, he was there. And so they came up to me and he goes, hey, bro. I don't know what they said, but they said, hey, bro, something, something. Yeah, I was there. And he goes, yeah, and he goes to me. No, he goes to the machine, and he goes, "Yeah, don't worry about him. He didn't do anything. He didn't actually hit me or anything. He was just there." And then they're like, "Oh yeah, okay." He's like, "Yeah, our beef is not with you. Our beef was with your homeboys." That's what he said. It was a big old gang war we were involved in. Remember that big old fight with the guys from FIU that we were supposed to get ready? That was like, it was like 13 of us, and each of us had weapons, and I had a BB gun.
Yeah.
Oh man, everybody they were like, oh yeah, they're coming with weapons, bro. So I ran home, I got my BB gun, and I don't know if it was you or someone else, but one of y'all said, yeah, one of you said, hey man, hide in the tree, man, hide in the tree. uh, Oh, bro, yeah, everybody had chains and like, what was it, bats, and I was the only guy there with an actual rifle. I was like, if I'm gonna get my ass kicked again, I'm gonna get my ass kicked again with a weapon. I was the guy that got my ass kicked a lot back in the day, so I was like the one guy that needed to have a gun to even survive like a gang war that was gonna go on. And it was like 13 of us. And what did you bring, Robert? You brought something too, didn't you? You wrapped it up with master locks. You were gonna swing that shit. No, I think it was the rocks. I think it was the rocks. Now, back in the day, we got into fights for seemingly no reason. Like you think about it. Oh, Crazy Chris. Oh, that guy was like that guy was the only guy that had a place of his own but still lived on the streets. Like he lived like a bum. Like he lived as a bum on the streets. And he had a room. He had a house. Oh, you know, he was selling weed, and me and Robert went up to him. He was like, "Bro, that's a 40 piece for like $30. Let's buy it." No, it wasn't. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. The quality of the weed, bro. If you looked at it, it looked like grass, like straight up grass. And me and Robert tried to smoke it, and then I think me and him got a headache, and we're like, bro, this weed is garbage. But what did we expect from a guy named Crazy Chris? Yeah, but me and Robert got into fights for no reason, man. Like, it was there. I got into a fight, and Robert was there. This is at Paul Bell. I shouldn't even be saying this, but this is like the first fight that I got into. I got my ass kicked. It was with Eduardo Poleto, man. That guy started shit with me for no reason. Like, he was fucking psycho. I still remember we were playing basketball, dude. Yeah, I don't think Crazy Chris. I'm gonna be surprised if does anybody ever see Crazy Chris again? Because I don't even know if he's alive. Like, no offense, but that guy lived a weird life. He's still alive. Yeah, like, he had a place. He had a place to live, and he chose to live in the streets. I'm sure he still sells. What did you say, Chris? When you were buying from him, what did you say? Yeah, but Eduardo, I think it was this. Robert was there. Like, we were playing basketball, and it was me and Eduardo. And I guess I did something. I don't know what I did, but it wasn't like something stupid. And he goes, "Man, you diabetic bitch!" I was like, "What the fuck?" And everyone was like, "Oh shit!" And yeah, I was the king of shit talking back in the day. I'm not gonna lie. He was like, I think it was like, bro, let's meet me in the bathroom. I was like, what? So you can piss yourself before we fight? I said some shit like that. That's what I said. I was the king of shit talking, bro. I can talk it. I just couldn't walk it. So scared shitless. But I wasn't showing it. I was just like all cool, and I was like, yeah, what's so you can piss yourself? He was like, no, let's do this outside then. I was like, all right, cool. I'm going outside anyways. I'm going home. I'll meet you on my way home, man. And so we met outside, and I didn't do shit. I was just staring him down, and I didn't do shit. They were like, bro, who's gonna hit who? And he was looking at me, and I was looking at him. And this was like this for like a minute, and then everybody's like, bro, this is a bullshit fight, man. Ain't nobody gonna do something. And I remember he looked down, laughed. Like I just complimented him, like I just told him he was sexy. He just like looked down and laughed, and then when he looked back up, he fucking like I think he kicked me. He kicked me in the stomach real hard, and I fell to the ground. And that dude kept kicking me in the ribs. And I'm just like, I'm there trying to breathe, let alone fight, and he just kept kicking me. And then they pulled him away, and now I'm there like trying to get up, and a couple of these fine-looking girls that got me up. And they walked me to the office, and I'm just there like trying to breathe the whole time. That dude kicked me hard, like he kicked me like a soccer ball trying to go into a field goal, man. Like that. Yeah, he had freckles and a rat tail and everything. He was scary as shit. He was. He's the angriest little kid you've ever met. Like, honestly, like that. He never got a beating in his life, but that's because he was psycho. He was like, he would bite my ear off if he could. But we're gonna do yeah, we're gonna do a quest. I'm tired of talking about how I got my ass whipped. Even in the one match that I've had, the one fight I've had, where I could have won, I still got my ass kicked. I got stabbed, so to me, I still lost. He was standing, he got arrested, he didn't get any bruises, and I got my ass stabbed. So the one fight where I had the advantage, I still lost. Honestly, like that's how kids like get started, where they start shooting up schools and shit. You start fucking with a kid like me back in the day, you start kicking my ass repeatedly. If I didn't know any better, man, I would have been like one of those kids that like shoot up the school. But luckily there were some fine girls at school I didn't want to embarrass myself with.
You remember when Uniel got tagged right in the fucking head?
Oh wait, who was it that was fighting Uniel? Somebody was gonna fight Uniel. Who was it? Was it you, Robert? Oh, Willie, yeah. Yeah. those fights would embarrass me, bro. But that's the truth. The fights I had would embarrass me, but that's the truth. I ain't gonna lie about the truth, man. That I'm not gonna say that I kicked ass when I did it. Gerald, I think it was Gerald. Oh man. That's how it was in Miami, bro. If you fought and you lost, you come back with all your homeboys and you try to seek revenge. Like this is like some freaking Call of Duty kill streak you gotta earn. You know? For real though, for real. If Robert did that fight, I was just picturing in my like if the game was still around. that for real, that they I remember he like hit somebody in the back of the head. I think it was. What was his name? I think it was like Fire or something. Dude jumped. I remember hearing headshot, and I see Robert punching the guy in the back of the head. But we didn't have nicknames for everybody though. We just have nicknames for the stupid people. Yeah, for me, my only strategy with surviving a fight was to not get in one. Well, I wasn't afraid of Einar. I didn't want to get on his bad side because I can imagine that's like finding a troll in the forest. You want to make sure you're friends with that troll, so if anybody pisses you off or pisses him off, he's not fucking you up. That was like that with me and Einar. I wanted to be friends with him, so if anything happened, he wouldn't want to fight me. Yeah, no, Einar was he was weird. Like he would ask some really like personal questions. I remember like there were times I was like eating lunch, and this was after I kissed Mercy, and he would come up to me and goes, "Hey, bro, so you gonna try to get hook up with Mercy? You gonna try to start something with her?" I was like, "No, dude, no, not after that, no." He's like, "Come on, bro, come on. I mean, you kissed her." I was like, I remember him saying that. He's like, "Come on, bro. Like, you kissed her. You can go out with her." I was like, "No, no, bro. That's not how I saw it. That was a truth or dare thing." And even then, I fucked that up. So no, no. He's like, "Man, I think you should." Oh man, hey, remember that beef we had between me and Dario because Dario's dating Mercy, and I don't know. Yeah, I think you were at my house or you were at your house, but we were playing SOCOM online on PS2, and Dario was outside of my house waiting for me. He's like, and one of his friends knocking the door. Yeah, he wants to talk to me, and I'm there with the headset for SOCOM. I'm there playing SOCOM. I'm like, nope, not going out there. I was still talking shit in the house. I was like, nope, fuck that nigga. I'm not going out there. I'm staying right here playing SOCOM. No, oh no, yeah, I did. I went out there after like 10 minutes of him waiting out there, trying to get me out there, and he was like, I think he either talked to you or to me. He's like, bro, he just wants to talk to you. And I was like, okay, fine. And he went up to me, he goes, bro, so are you talking shit about me? And I was like, no, I'm not talking shit about you. He's like, are you talking shit about my girl? I'm like, no, I ain't talking shit about you or your girl. He goes, then why am I hearing such and such shit? And people are saying that you said it. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, right? I wasn't talking shit. And he goes, all right. I just wanted to clarify, bro. So you ain't talking shit. I was like, no. He goes, all right, cool, man. All right. And so and he left. And after that, I don't remember what I said to Robert, but I remember me and him were laughing after that. What did I say after I came back in and Dario left?
Oh no,
We were laughing because Robert knew that Daryl wanted to fuck my ass up. So the fact that I walked back in my house after that. I don't think he'd be jealous of that because remember what I said after I kissed Mercy? I said the stupidest shit in the world. Remember you're like, how does it feel? I was like, my lips feel tingly. I never heard the end of that shit. But guess what? There was one guy, and you know this, one guy, Jose, Fat Jose. I hated the shit out of him. He pretended to be my friend because of the shit I had. And every time he'd come over my house, yeah. My dad even knew him. You know, like, because back when Thunder Wheels, that roller skating place, was in the corner of the house, he was like, oh, just like me and him, he'd be like, hey, man, let's go roller skate, bro. I was like, okay. So I was roller skating with him, or not roller skating with him, but I was with him while we were like at the roller skating place, and my dad took us there. And that day I broke my wrist. Like I was roller skating backwards, showing off, and I fell back and I broke my wrist. And he was there like, oh shit. And you know when that happened, he goes, hey, listen, Mr. Herrera, I'm gonna go, and he just left. Like my dad had to like take me to the hospital, and right when that happened, he's like, no, I'm just gonna go. But surely enough, after I got my cast put on and everything, he was all like, "Hey, bro, let me go to your house, man. Let me just like, you know, let's chill." He did that just so he could steal those little Fast and Furious cars that were big back in the day that people had. He stole a lot of my cars, and then I come up to him and be like, "Bro, let me get my cars back." He's like, "I don't know what you're talking about, man. I didn't steal none." I was like, "Fine, bro. You ain't coming to my house again." He's like, "No, bro. I didn't steal none, man. I can tell you who stole it though. I saw them." And he was saying it was Robert. And I think I remember talking to Robert, like, hey, bro, did you take some of my shit? And Robert was like, no, I didn't take some. I didn't take anything, bro. So I went back to Jose. Yeah, I went back to Jose. I'm like, bro, he didn't steal shit. He goes, no, I saw him steal shit, bro. I didn't steal shit. Yeah, you stole food, but it's not like you went behind my back and stole it. Like you used to walk into my house like, oh, ¿qué pasa? I used to walk straight into the kitchen, check in the refrigerator, like, hey man, let me see what you got. That was your thing to do every time. Yeah, every time you went over my house, the first place you would go, like as we're walking to my room, is to the kitchen, open the fridge, and you'd look in there, you'd be like, oh man, is this any good, bro? Can I have it? Yeah, bro, like and bro, it happened so much. He did it so much. There are points in that time where I was like, hey, bro, let me have that, bro. Let me have that. And he's like, no, hey, let me have it, bro. I was like, fuck, fine, man, have it. Yep. But you know what, man? Breaking my wrist and having that cast on was ironically, was one of the happiest moments of my life because I got so much attention from all the girls. They were all signing my cast and shit. And I still have that cast. Hold on a second. I still have that cast. Hold on a second. Nah, fuck it, no. I can't get it. It's too high up in the closet and there's so much shit in there. No, dude, but on that cast, I had I had, yeah, I would do everything all over again. I wouldn't change anything. Even the parts where I got my ass whooped, I would do it. But no, I had autographs from Mercy, from Stephanie Saltos, from Jackie Martin, from Carissa. I still have that cast, dude. That dog hasn't died yet. That dog must be all the shit. His dog's name is Toby. I'm surprised he didn't get shit for that. All right. For real though. Let's at least start a quest. Let's start a quest, and we can keep talking about this. Because we've been standing around on random buildings, rooftops. Have you noticed that? We've moved from rooftop to rooftop and rooftop. Haven't stayed on the same rooftop, and we're still talking. Like this rooftop is completely different from the last three rooftops we were on. All we're doing is going on rooftops talking. Yeah, the video where you were like, yeah, the video where you're like, hey, you got $1? I still got it. I have to convert it to DVD first. It's a VHS tape. I doubt you can even play it now. Let me find it first. But let's start a mission here. Robert, I didn't make you group leader so you can do this. Yeah. I think it was with the boxing glove. All right. Let's start a quest, you guys. As you can see, we have thousands of stories to go over, but let's just do a quest. Bro, back in the day, there wasn't a Facebook or shit, barely any internet, so I don't think. Alright, listen guys, if you're not gonna do any quests, I'm just gonna have to leave the group. What? Okay. Well, I still have a bunch of quests left. Area 51?
We need you to report to
I can't share it.
as soon as possible.
I can't. Oh, I can share a couple of these. Here, I'm gonna share this one. It's a level 25 though. Oh. No, I can't. Alright, Alright. Give me the party leader then. Man, this is what happens when you own so many games, bro. You forget like the mechanics of some shit that you don't even remember. You gonna make me party leader then? Yeah. I get jealous. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Pushing me out, man. Alright. 4 players, 2 players, 4 players. Add scenario. Alright. I think I got the scenario played out. I'm gonna be healer. Alright. Confirm. Ready. Hey, everybody go to the on duty on the menu. It's the icon next to the globe. And then press R1 till you highlight 4 player. Get your status is ready so we can begin this. Area 51, the only one that we can do because Robert's level's too low. You know what I remember though? Jackie Martin, bro. That girl, like, I'm never gonna forget her. Because when she was brand new into the program we were in. She was the outsider. Nobody wanted to talk to her. Jackie Martin.
I don't know, was it like BVP or...
No, BVIP. It was Bilingual Vocational Instructional Program.
BVIP.
Yeah, and we all had the same classmates for 3 years. So she was like a new blood in there. Nobody wanted to talk to her. And I was the first person she started talking to, and I was the one introducing her to everything, giving her help on everything. And as soon as she got with the fine girls, that's it. She forgot about me. I was left behind. That was bullshit. And you know what's funny is that all the fine girls in BVIP, right now, all have families, all have kids of their own. That is Miami for you right there. When you're 16, bam, you get a baby. When you're 18, bam, there goes the second one. I have yet to meet any 16 or 18-year-olds in Texas that have kids of their own. But in Miami, check their Facebook, everybody's posting pictures of their kids. And they're not even older than me. Alright. What are we waiting for? Everybody's good? Everybody's ready?
Ready.
So who? My queue is processing. Okay. So I guess it's gotta wait to like find another person to join us. Says my queue is processing. I don't know what that means. You know what? I guess once they find another person, then they're gonna pull us into the arena thing like they did last time, I think. No, we're in party chat. I'm keeping the voices exclusive for the broadcast on the party. So. Yeah, bro, this is a pretty long video I've made so far. This is an hour and 20 minutes, and all we've been doing is talking about all the crazy stories we had when we were little. I mean, me and Robert started smoking cigarettes at 14 years old. I would laugh my ass off if I see a little 14-year-old kid smoking a cigarette. Yeah, we were all little kids. You know what was funny though? I just remember this. I remember when I got my Mitsubishi Mirage, my red car. I think Robert was in the car, and I was driving. And I wasn't still like I was still learning how to drive. I didn't stop the car, and I backed and hit Chris's dad's car. Oh yeah, me and Robert had started smoking, and so me and Robert had the idea of taking paper, like printer paper, rolling it up, and lighting that shit to smoke it. We sat in Robert Dad's van in the front seats, taking copy paper and rolling it up, and then lighting the ends of it and inhaling. Picking up cigarettes from ashtrays. That was so disgusting. 14 years old scampering through ashtrays like we're looking for gold. Oh man.
Brainiac is attacking to gain the green kryptonite project Cadmus is researching
It was
in Area 51. We cannot allow this to occur. Eliminate Brainiac's forces and shut down their energy cells to give Cadmus time to muster reinforcements.
Oh, wait, Robert, were you there with that robbery that I was part of in the trailer parks? Which one? Yeah, I had my chopper scooter, and I had my mom's sterile gloves. Yeah, I had sterile gloves. Like my mom had like medicinal gloves that were used for operating and surgery and stuff. I took a couple of those and I gave them out. And I was on a chopper scooter, and and y'all went into a trailer house. And I was outside. I was the driver. I was the keep out. I was looking around, making sure nothing happened. Did y'all even take anything from there? Yeah, I remember being on my chopper scooter, and I was waiting outside, looking around. Someone opened the door. Is that what you said? Wait, what'd you do to my door? Oh yeah, you broke that door real quick too. You didn't waste no time.
salvage Cadmus's forces and retake their ammunition supply point. If resistance is too heavy, strip the Brainiac forces' neural ores after you defeat them. This blinds their servitor and stops further reinforcements.
Y'all stole bikes to get cigarettes. What'd you do with the bike after you were done?
Thanks. I didn't think anyone was coming. Did you hear that? Those metalheads are still after me. Ow, my head! I'm seeing stars.
Wow.
Take it from here, right? Send it back in base. Thanks. Did you hear
Yeah.
that? Those metalheads are still after me. Great. I could use your help. I gotta transport these munitions out of here. Defend me while I get this teleporter working.
Ammunition supply point. Increase security measures in the immediate vicinity.
I'm heading to command. I'll set it up as soon as I can.
You really took it to him, huh?
Cadmus reinforcements deployed to ammo supply point.
I tell you what, though, he ain't doing it again, is he? Sure did, but... I would be too, but, you know... He ain't doing it again, I tell you that much. All right, let this be a finisher for tonight. Then let's do this Area 51 thing. I can already hear Robert yawning. Oh man, what other crazy stories we got here? Robert, you never went to prom, did you? Yeah, don't worry, you weren't missing much. Man, I tell you, prom? Nah, and yeah, bro, I was distinct. I went to prom in a black and white Chinese outfit. Those little like the kind of outfits that like the like Bruce Lee wore, not the skinny one, like the tight ones, but like the where the buttons are like rope and like knots, and then you like put the rope over the knot, the hole over the knot. Authentic, bro, authentic. And I stood out. That was also the time I tried to do my hair blonde and it came out orange. So I really stood out. I dated a bisexual girl back in Paul Bell. That was the highlight of my experience. Ah, she got fine as fuck. Oh my gosh, she got so fine after that. She got fine, bro. Like, she was gothic and shit in middle school, but in high school she was straight chonga. She was straight big hoop earrings with her name in the middle in cursive. She actually became a short-term model. I say short-term because I only saw her modeling in car shows at one show. And she's a mom now. No surprise there. But I dated her at a very bad time. If I had dated her when like in high school, oh, so much better. But I
Great. I could use your help. I gotta transport these munitions out of here. Defend me while I get this teleporter working.
Hey, bro, you know what? Thank you for reminding me of those moments, because I can look back at those moments and say, yeah, I did that. She's fine, but I did that before you even knew she was fine. Before I didn't even... She was a pretty hot goth chick, I won't lie. Bro, you know, she developed real nice. Like, she got some big, assets and some big balloons. Birthday parties are always nice with her balloons, you know what I mean? But yeah, I screwed up real bad with her, like, towards the end, the last time I chilled with her. Not that I screwed up. I didn't really screw up. I made a mistake that anybody in my position would have made. It was Memorial Day. I was in Miami. I was chilling. I was having a good time. I think I even saw Robert that day, or that time I was in Miami. I was in Miami and I had money. It was Memorial Day. The beach was popping in Miami. I was like, I haven't been in Miami in a long time. So this girl, well, her name's Elizabeth. Lizzie, whatever you want to call her, the goth girl, the girl I dated. She got in touch with me, and because I had put on Facebook that I was in Miami, and she's like, "Oh, you're in Miami, and you should chill." So, all right. So I was like, "What do you want to do?" She goes, "Let's go to a club." I was like, "All right, cool. So how much is the club?" And she goes, "Oh, I take $40 for cover charge." I was like, "All right, cool." So and she goes, "Yeah, well, you're gonna have to pay for me though." And I was like, No, I'm not gonna pay for you. She goes, well, how am I gonna get in? I'm like, you should have thought of that before you told me you wanted to go to the club. And she goes, oh, well, we could do something else. I was like, you're damn right we're gonna do something else. I'm not gonna be paying for you to go into a club, especially if it's $40. So she got with one of her homegirls, and her homegirl was fun as fuck too. And her name was Michelle. So this is the first time I met her. And they were like, oh, let's go to the beach. Let's just chill there. I'm like, well, it doesn't cost much to go to the beach. So it's like, so yeah. So I was like, well, I have an idea. I rented a car. I rented a Chevy HHR, I think. The car is awesome. So I went to pick them up, and I was like, let me get this idea. Let me go and let's get a bottle. So we decided to stop by a liquor store. I think I was old enough to drink that time. I think I was 21. So we went and bought a bottle, and we bought cranberry juice. It was Smirnoff, strawberry flavor, and cranberry juice. Let me just tell you this right now. That combination is the most deadliest combination you can mess with. Because when you mix the cranberry juice with the strawberry Smirnoff, you don't taste the alcohol at all. So you're just drinking it down and it just tastes like a fruity drink. You don't taste it at all. But I'm gonna tell you right now, that had me throwed. That had me drunk off my ass, and I was the one driving. So we went to the beach, and yeah. So we were on the way to the beach. We were drinking. We had plastic cups. We were drinking the Smirnoff mixed with cranberry juice. I was getting tipsy, but I didn't know how quick I was getting tipsy. I could feel myself getting a little more drunk, and we were walking around and stuff. They were dressed to go to the club. They were dressed to like go out somewhere fancy, but we were just at a club. I mean, we were just at the beach. So the rest of the time there, we went to Ocean Avenue. I don't remember much from that because I was shit-faced drunk at that time. I was so beyond drunk, I blacked out. And all I remember is falling down the beach, like in the grass, and not being able to get back up. They had to drive me back to my friend's place where I was staying at, Agger's place. And needless to say, they didn't want anything to do with me after that. So that was the last time I ever heard from her, at least from that girl. Her friend I still heard from, because, you know, she's more of a real person than Elizabeth was. Elizabeth was a fake girl. Faker than fake. Like, oh my god. I can't even begin to tell you how fake that girl is. She only wants you when you have money, when you have shit. You don't have any of that, bro, she's not interested. That's just what it was, man. That's just what it was. But that's just what it was. I wish I could say that she was a nice person. That she was the kind of girl that when you had problems, she'd be like, "Oh no, it's alright, man. You can talk to me." No, it's more like, "Well, do you have any money?" Yeah. All right, you gonna pay for us to go to the club? What? I'm paying for you to come with me? Are you an escort? Like, am I paying to have your fine ass around me, representing me? Go, Billy. Go get that pussy. We're here for you. No. If I'm with you because you want to be with me, not because I have to pay for you to be with me at a club. Even Edgar was hearing this, like, because I was staying at Edgar's place when I went to Miami that weekend, and so they came. I picked them up and we went over to Edgar's place for a little while we were getting collected and stuff. And Edgar was like, "Bro, that girl is fine." He said it like that too. He was like, "Bro, that girl was fine." And he's like, "Yeah," he used to go, "That girl was fine." And yeah, bro, and so he was like, "Bro, you used to date her?" I was like, "Yeah, man, but is that what you think?" He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "She was a goth girl." He's like, "Bro, goth? Are you fucking serious? That's sexy as shit." I was like, no. I mean, like, goth. Like, bro, depressing. Like, you would talk to her, you'd feel like slitting your wrist off. And she did some weird shit with me, too. Like, she would talk to me about how she, like, ate her lesbian friend out, and how they went on down on each other, or how she was, like, at a mall, and like, she fell down, and she wasn't wearing panties, and people saw her pussy, and she was like, "Oh my god, it was so funny." It was just like, wow. I was there on the phone like, it's hot, but it's fucking weird. I mean, I'm after like the first 5 minutes, you're telling me you're eating a girl out. I'm there like, you know, the first 5 minutes, I'm there like, yeah, it's awesome. Keep telling me more in detail. What did you do? Did you grab her left or right boob? Squeezed it hard or soft? Give me detail. But after the first 5 minutes, I'm there like, all right, this is getting awkward now because you have more stories about you eating your girlfriend out than you do about anything with me. So, I mean, I can't be like, yeah, I remember you did that thing with me. Oh no, wait, you didn't. Keep talking about how you did it with your girlfriend. So having a bisexual girl was awesome in the fact that if you could find a girl that you liked that was pretty hot, chances are she'd be down with it too. And you know, in a threesome, if a threesome ever came up between you and your bisexual girlfriend, chances are it's most likely going to be you and two girls. Instead of with a straight girl that you might be with, it's more likely going to be two guys and then her. And nobody wants double stuff. Nobody wants their balls hitting another dude's balls that they don't even know in a threesome with your girl. It doesn't work like that. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not, even if it was Robert, bro. If my girl was like, I'd be in a threesome, and she's like, well, who do you want to pick? And she's like, well, why don't you pick Robert? I'd be like, me and Robert are cool, but we've never had our balls clap when we're fucking. That's not some. Like, I think if me and Robert got into a situation where, you know, that shit was happening, I think me and him would be much better friends now. That's just me, though. I've only been in that situation one time. It was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
Signal lost. Reconnecting.
Because we did some crazy. Me and Robert did some crazy shit back in the day. But what I used to do with my homeboys here in Houston is even crazier. It's crazy. Oh man. And then we had I had one story. It was me and Gio. I don't know if you heard about this, Robert, but it was me and Gio when we had ecstasy pills. This is like when I first messed with ecstasy. And Gio was like, hey bro, I got these two girls that want to like pop ecstasy with us. All we gotta do is buy it, and they have a place for us to chill and everything. So I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. We put down money, we got some pills, and we went to their house. It was a 43-year-old woman, not ugly, pretty good looking. At least that's how I felt when I popped those pills. And then it was a 17-year-old girl. So it was me and Gio, and it was a 17-year-old girl that was fine, and this 43-year-old woman that was probably a mom. I don't know. She looked like a mom. I think she was a mom. But anyways, so we all popped pills, and this is the first place I heard that song. I don't know if have you ever heard the song, Robert, where it's like, do you know what it's like to fuck on cocaine? Have you heard that song? Yeah, it's a techno song. And she goes, and it was a girl's voice on the techno song, and it goes, do you know what it's like to fuck on cocaine? And I remember hearing that song. I'm like, the hell? And so, yeah, dude, there's seriously a song that says that. It's really goofy as shit. And so, yeah, so we were playing that song, and we were waiting for the pills to pop in. We had glow sticks and everything. I even got video on my phone of that. If I can charge my phone, I can pull up those videos, and I can show you what we did there. And so Gio was like, Gio was acting a kind of like, he was tripping balls, but he was like chill, like fucking out of it. His eyes were rolling all over the place. He was there licking his lips. He was just like, yeah, man. He was like chill. He was just like, fucking rolling, man. You know? And I was with the glow sticks, and I was really good with the glow sticks when I was tripping balls. And apparently I'm like the kind of guy that's like excited, happy, like enthusiastic about shit. So when I was tripping balls, I had the glow sticks, and I was blowing people up. I was there raving, like, and everybody was like, oh, like borderline having a seizure with how good I was doing it. And the girls were like, hey, do it to me, blow me up. And I was just like, okay. And I was doing it for like at least a good, like realistically 12 minutes, just nothing but raving in front of people's faces. And I was like going back and forth with the glow sticks. And then it was like, it was weird to think about it, because the way that they were reacting to it, it was almost like I was fucking them. Especially weird when I was doing it to Gio too, because Gio was like, hey bro, do that shit to me now. And I was just fucking him with the glow sticks, you know? That was basically what I was doing. Because their eyes were rolling back, they were licking their lips, they're like, oh my god, I'm tripping balls. They were saying shit like that. And I was doing the glow sticks, and they're like, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. They were saying that. So I was basically fucking him with glow sticks. And I was fucking all three of them. Gio and the two girls, bam, with glow sticks. So Gio was like, hey, he pulled me to the side, and he's like, hey bro, you know how to sing? And then this 17-year-old girl was like, oh, you know how to sing? I sing too. I was like, oh, for real? And she goes, yeah, let's hear you sing. I was like, no, I don't want to sing. I don't want to sing. And she's like, let's go into the car. Let me hear you sing. So we and this 17-year-old girl, I say 17-year-old girl because I don't remember her name. But it was me and the 17-year-old girl. We went to the car. We were just sitting there. We were playing R&B. And we were just talking about real life, according to us. I'm sure we weren't talking about anything meaningful in life. But to us, it was the most meaningful shit in the world. Like, we broke like wisdom in that car. And so I was singing, and she's like, oh my God, you sing so good. Yeah, me and 17-year-old were talking about like some shit that will make you think, like, oh my God, that changes my entire life. Like, I can't go back to my life the same way anymore because of what you just said. Like, shit like that, back and back, you know, between me and her. I think I was saying some things like, you know, I sing because it comes from the heart. And if it doesn't come from the heart, then why are you singing at all? I was saying shit like that, and she goes, oh my God, you're so right. That's so true. I feel like artists don't do that anymore. They just sing for money. And I was like, yeah, I don't sing for money. I sing for heart. And she goes, that makes you such a more better singer. Oh my God, I can't even listen to the songs the same way anymore because I don't feel like they have that. Like, we were saying shit like that. Like, shit, like when you hear it when you're sober, you're like, oh yeah, that could be true. But for us, it was like, oh my God, you're so right. And so me and this girl, after that, we were like, so you want to go back into the room? And she's like, yeah, let's go back. So we go back, and then Gio and this girl are just like dancing, like some really goofy ass techno dance together. There's this 43-year-old MILF. And Gio's like, hey, yo, Billy, hey, are you gonna sing now? And they're like, oh yeah, let's all hear him sing. So I sang, and they're like, oh shit, Harry Potter's singing like a pro. So they started calling me Harry Potter. I don't know how that started happening, but they're like, oh shit, Harry Potter's singing like a pro. And then Gio pulls me to the side. He goes, hey man, let me talk to you for a second. And the girl's like, what are you guys gonna talk about? And he goes, no, I just gotta talk to him about something that happened earlier. And he goes to me, hey bro, which one of these girls you wanna fuck, man? Cause I don't care, man. I want the 17-year-old girl if you ask me. And I was like, well, okay, I'll take the bill. He's like, all right, cool, that works with me. All right, so you do your thing with that girl, I'll do my thing with this girl. So Gio goes into their bathroom, and he's like, he calls the 17-year-old girl over. He goes, hey, why don't you come over here? Let's talk. Let's give him some time alone. Like, he was setting me up with her. And they're like, oh shit, you gonna do something with her? And I was like, I don't know, maybe. And joking around. And I remember this so good. This 43-year-old girl is looking at me, and we're looking at each other eye to eye like we're gonna fuck, like the most hardcore fucking you've ever seen. Like the most passionate fucking you've ever witnessed. That's how our eyes locked. And then I was like, you know what? You look so beautiful. And she goes, I'm old enough to be your mom. And I was like, age is nothing but a number, girl. Age is nothing but a number. You don't even look your age. I thought you were 23. And she goes, you're cute, but you're too young. I was like, but I can make you feel young again. I was saying all this shit to her. And so finally it was like, so the 17-year-old girl is like apparently sucking Gio's dick in the bathroom. Because all I hear is slurping in the background, but I don't give a fuck. I hear slurping, and I don't think he's drinking a Capri Sun pouch in the bathroom. So me and the MILF were laying on the bed, and she finally goes, look, I don't want to do anything because it just feels wrong. And I go, but it feels so right though. like what I said made any sense. Somehow when I said that, she goes, well, maybe I'll just kiss you one time, just so you could see how it feels for me. And so we kissed, and it was like a 2 or 3 second lock and kiss, and we didn't make out, but we just like close kiss. And then I moved my head back, and I look at her and I go, are you sure it doesn't feel right? Because that felt right for me. I said it like that. and then she's like stopped talking, and then we started making out and stuff. And as we were making out, she was like, this is so wrong. And I go, shut up, it feels right, just shut up. I said that while we were making out. And so I seriously, I said, shut up, it feels so right, shut up. I went to second base with her, and as I went to second base, I squeezed, and she had her hand on my hand, and she was gonna pull it away, but then she started putting my hand under her shirt, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna go all the way then. So I pull her bra down, and I go for the hand, and I squeeze, and she's moaning. She goes, have you done this before? And I'm like, no, I've never done it with you. I went to second base with her. And we started dry humping. As we were dry humping, the 17-year-old like heard us, and she was moaning like loud, like it was annoying loud, but I didn't care. I was like, that was my rating, that was my score. Like this is my score on how good I was doing. So like the louder the decibel went on how much she moaned, the better I was doing. So after a while, like after about 2 minutes, it stopped me being like horny and filling up on her. And it was starting to become more about how high can I make her scream, and if I can make her scream my name. So I was fingering her, and the 17-year-old like came out, and she was like peeking through the door. I saw her because my face was facing the door, but the MILF was facing the other side of the room, so she didn't see her. So I looked at her, and she started smiling, and Gio popped up like a freaking cartoon above her head and started looking, and he started smiling, and I don't know why he did this, but for some reason he winked at me, and then he like pulled the girl back and goes, hey, let's just give them their time. Like that was the weirdest shit that happened. Like Gio just looked at me, smiled and winked, and then like pulled the girl back into the bathroom. And after a while, like they kind of stopped me in my place for a few seconds. Like I stopped fingering her, and I was just like, what the fuck? And then I pulled myself back together, and then so she was like, yeah. So she was moaning louder and louder, and then she was giving me a yeah. He just like imagine somebody in a dark room opens a door, you see one girl's head pop in, and above her head is another head, and it's your homeboy. He smiles big and winks at you, and then pulls the girl back into the room by her forehead with his hand. Like that was weird as fuck for me. And then and then so what happened was I was fingering her, she was giving me a hand job, and then we were making out, and then this kind of like I kind of went with this. I shouldn't have. I really shouldn't have. But I went with this. She was screaming. She goes, oh, Harry Potter. Oh, she says that. Yeah. Even Gio was laughing. Gio was laughing. He goes, you go, Harry Potter, like fucking around. And the girl was like, yeah, Harry Potter, getting some pussy. That's what they said. I remember that very well. Because she goes, oh, Harry Potter. And then Gio was like, yeah, you go, Harry Potter, get some of that pussy. And she goes, yeah, you get some of that pussy. So she was like, Harry Potter, this is the best part. This is the best part. I didn't miss a beat. This was weird because we were tripping balls. We were just like in the music. We were like, my sense of feeling was heightened to like a superhuman sense. And I was like, everything I felt everything. It was like taking your world and turning it into 1080p 4K high definition. Everything was just so clear. And so she was like, oh, Harry Potter. She was like, yeah, you go, Harry Potter, get some of that pussy. And then the 17-year-old was like, yeah, you get some of that pussy. And then I was like, oh yeah, Wingardium Leviosa, bitch. I was doing that. I said that. I like right on cue. I was like, yeah, Wingardium Leviosa, bitch. No. No. What she was laying in the bed like I was with the glow sticks, and she was laying in the bed. She was facing the window. She looks at me like smiling, like looking like she wants to fuck me. So I was trying to be like all inconspicuous and shit. I was there like, oh, so there's enough room in that bed for two. You mind if I just lay on the other side? She's like, yeah, go ahead. So I lay down, and as I'm laying down, I lay down, and we're like a foot away from each other, face to face, and I'm just there smiling at her. She's smiling at me, And then I said some shit, and then she said some. I forgot what that. But I remember she said, "Honey, I'm too old for you." And I said, "Oh no, but age is nothing but a number, baby. You don't even look your age. I thought you were 25 when I saw you." So everything I said was straight corny as shit. But for some reason, when you're tripping balls, it sounds so much better. Especially the way you say it. You say it so much better when you're tripping balls. Like, I sold that shit. I wasn't just like, yeah, well, age is nothing but a number. No. By the way I said it, I was like, yeah, but baby, age is nothing but a number. Like, I said it all dramatic and shit. Like, I really meant it. Like, I was like, that was like something I just came up with and no one ever heard. So that was the fun time I had with when I first started trying ecstasy, rolling with Gio. I didn't get to fuck the girl because she said some shit like her she had to pick up her kids or something because they were at her dad's house. So I only made her come like twice. That was it. She didn't do anything with me. I kind of had blue balls at the end because she was going to suck it, but she stopped before then because she heard something happen in the house and she thought that her kids were there. I guess she forgot that her kids were dropped off. I don't know. It was confusing. So she stopped and she was like, she kind of got knocked out of it. She goes, yeah, no, maybe we should stop right here. And I was like, dude, I had my pants down and everything, bro. I had my pants down. I was buck ass naked. She was buck ass naked. I was buck ass naked. She was ready to like start going, and then she heard some noise, or she thought she heard some noise. She thought it was her kids or something, and she stopped right there. She goes, maybe we should just stop right here. And in my mind, I was like, fuck you. But when I said out, I was, oh come on, don't even worry about it. It's probably nothing. She goes, no, I have to pick up my kids. I was like, oh, you have kids, okay, no, that's fine. But in my mind, I was like, that's not fine, you fucking cunt. I was saying that. And then Gio was telling me, oh yeah, I was fucking this girl in the bathroom. I was like, oh, you motherfucker. I didn't fuck nobody. But out loud, I was like, oh, Gio, that's nice, man. So was it good, Gio? I mean, tell me more about it. Tell me more about how you fucked this girl, Gio. I want to know all about it. But in my head, I was like, you better not fucking say anything. You better be smart and keep your fucking mouth shut. That's how I was thinking in my head. Because I knew they were, because that 17-year-old girl was moaning, but she was kind of trying to keep it on the down low. So you every now and again you would hear her going, like breathing heavily, and then I heard Gio. Gio didn't try to hide that shit at all. Gio smacked her ass. All I heard was a big. I heard that, and I heard go. I heard like I was undressing this girl, she was undressing me, and as we were undressing each other, the music was loud, and all of a sudden I heard this. I heard in the background, I heard that, and I was like, yeah, that nigga's fucking her. He did it 2 more times, but the first time was the funniest because the music was playing. Me and this girl were looking eye to eye. As she was taking off my pants and. Oh no, he told me about that because this was like they were trying to fuck for like the first 5 or 6 minutes, but they couldn't get in a position. They tried it on the sink, and Gio couldn't get up there. Like he couldn't, like her pussy was higher up than his waist. So like he tried a couple of times, and he's like, "Fuck, it's not working." So then they tried to do it in the shower. So like if anybody walked in the bathroom, they wouldn't see them do it. They tried to do it in the shower, but like the shower was so like it was like for one person, so they couldn't really fit in the shower. So he was like, fuck it, I'm getting cramps. And she's like, yeah. So try it on the toilet. So Gio sits on the toilet. This is what he told me. He sits on the toilet and he pulls her on top of her. And then he was like fucking her. But then his arms got tired. And he's like, I got tired of pulling that bitch towards me because she wasn't even using her legs or anything. She was like a dead body. So he was like, girl, why don't you bend over the toilet and I'll just do it from behind. So she puts her hands on the top of the toilet and they were doing it from behind. And that's when he was in the moment, he was like grabbing her ass, and he's like, I don't know, bro, I don't know what happened, but I was feeling her ass and I felt so good. I smacked her ass, and I was like,